Okay, we should be good now. We should be back. We should have some super low latency. Should be real quick. I hope. I'm assuming we're good. Let's check. Refresh the old Streamerino here. Oh yeah, that's way better. Oh yeah, that's way better. Hell yeah. That's way better. Although I do not see the chat. There's an echo. So that's a thing. But yeah, when I created a new broadcast, I think something happened. Because the chat all went away. Hey, there you guys are. All right, we good. We good, and we back, and we fast. Mucho rápido. Hablar muy rápido. What kind of music am I into? All different types of stuff. Primarily, I really like a lot of different independent hip hop. I'm a big fan of like Atmosphere, Prof, Aesop Rock. Not to be confused with Aesop Rocky, mind you. See if this exists. But I also have been into like, I've been to a lot of live shows where like I've been to Taste of Chaos, I've been to Lollapalooza, I've seen a lot of like rock and alternative. My favorite, like couple of my favorite bands are Nine Inch Nails, Puscifer. I really like Gojira. I think the other stream is open. Huh? I feel like you might be the only one that came. You might be the only one that came back though. I think people might have just needed to like refresh or something. Anywho, hey, what up, John Sayer? Okay, John Sayer's back in the building. Then I'm cool. I can relax now. Just going live on TikTok now. Just gotta try to get all these suckers to come over here. And once that happens, we're Gucci. I wonder if I can like put text in the little screen here. Maple syrup. Oh, because he's from Canada. I get it. I go by Gringo Furioso because before I was a crime scene cleaner, I was a chef and worked in kitchens for many, many years. And so when I went to the kitchen, like when I took over the kitchen that I was most recently at, a bunch of like the Mexican line cooks were like, oh, hey, wait, you move muy furioso. Es muy bueno. Estás chingón, güey. And furioso just means like kind of like not moving rapidly or like aggressively, but somewhere in between. And so they started calling me Gringo Furioso. And when I first made my TikTok, it was kind of just as like a whatever. So I called it Gringo Furioso. And then I went viral like a couple of times back to back. And it was by that time, it was like too late to change my name. So that's what it is now. Okay, I'm just gonna turn this on. Boop. Go live. Bam. I am live so many places. I've never been this live in my life. I just need to figure out now how to get both of your chats up so that I can read them all without frustrating myself to no end. I'm Hispanic. I know Spanish too. Orale! That's what's up. Hell yeah. Now when somebody, when some weirdo comes into the chat, we can talk smack about him in Spanish together. Este güey es muy loco. Tú sabes. Tú sabes. What's up, everybody on TikTok? Gringo Furioso here, former crime scene cleaner, current storyteller, ex-convict, recovering addict, weirdo guy that looks kind of like Evan Peters, according to a couple thousand of you weirdos. Just so everybody knows, we are live on YouTube, and we are going to be switching off of TikTok in about 30 minutes and streaming solely on YouTube, because tonight we are going to be playing Crime Scene Cleaner, like a simulator game, and seeing how realistic it is. So if you guys want to join the chat over on YouTube so that you get to kick it for the night, we are at youtube.com/@GringoFurioso. Other than that, we are just kind of kicking it right now, doing a little AMA. So if you guys have, what happened? I don't like that. What happened? All right, well, it would appear that my mic has gone out. Ugh. It's my first stream on YouTube, so it's pretty standard that like anything technology wise that could go wrong will go wrong. I'm pretty sure this doesn't need to be like charged. I feel like it charges. Oh, that's why. Okay. TikTok, I'm sorry. You are gonna have to chill for a second. Okay. I think we're good. All right. Boop. Done. All right. Hi, TikTok. Can you hear me? Are we good? Are we back? Hey, Souls Greg, what's up, homie? How we doing? Mic check 1 2. Can you hear me, TikTok? Yo, what's up? Just a spoon? How we doing, fam? How is your evening going, everybody? Nice to see you. Thank you for coming. Look at that. We got so many friends here. So many friends kicking it over on YouTube, you guys. So everybody's kind of heard. Oh, you know what? For all of you live here, I think it would be maybe a nice treat for you guys if I told you the story that I actually just recorded and will be posting in the days to come. Would you guys like that? Would you guys like that as a little treat? Hear a story that's unreleased yet? It's about my time in the slammer. Yeah, seeing a couple yeses. What about you, TikTok? What do you think? You want to hear an unreleased prison story? Oh god, the chat's stuck. There we go. Now I can see you guys. Yo, what's up, Knickknack, Gastaldi, Shit Cheerios, Logo Boy, Becky Boop, Nickelneck. Just so you guys know, I'll repeat it one more time real quick. We are live over on YouTube, and after this story, we will probably be solely on YouTube. I'm going to cut out here. So it's youtube.com/@GringoFurioso. So, as most of you guys know, I went to prison. For those of you that don't know, I went to prison. I stole a car out of a garage that was connected to a house. And despite the owner of that car not wanting to press charges at all, the state picked up the charges. And instead of being possession of a stolen vehicle, they charged me with residential burglary. Got me on kind of a technicality because the garage was connected to the house. I'm kind of lucky they didn't get me with home invasion because people were in the house. I think if they really wanted to, they could have screwed me further. Anyhow, I deserve to be punished. I was a bad boy, all right? I'm not disputing that. So I went to prison. There were some other circumstances that led to me going to the prison I went to. I ended up in Shawnee, and it was about a 10-minute drive from the Kentucky border. So I was at the very bottom of Illinois, and all my family was up near the top. So I was 7 hours from home, and during the summer in Shawnee, it gets in the hundreds. And the summer that I was there, it got to 107 for like a week straight. And the prison had absolutely no AC whatsoever. Zero air conditioning in this prison. The year that I was there, 3 people died from heat exhaustion, or heat stroke, or heat related whatever, right? It got to the point where they started wheeling around this like big garbage can, like the big garbage cans that janitors have, like the circle gray ones with the bags inside. They would fill one of those with ice, like line it with a bag and pour ice into it full. And they would have an officer and a trustee go cell to cell, and you were allowed 2 cups of ice. And that was it. That was their remedy for people dying from heat, not installing air conditioning. No. That would be too effective. They gave everybody ice. Me and my cellie tried so hard to figure out how to make an air conditioner. We were trying to like fill a small garbage can in our cell with ice and then put our fan over it. Eventually, I just started soaking myself with water, putting some ice cubes on myself, and then blowing the fan directly on me. And I just couldn't move. That was kind of all I could do. But what else? I mean, I was in prison. It's not like I had a lot to do anyway, right? But in that prison, it had been built in like the early 1900s. I'm talking like 1920, 1930, maybe. Very, very old. Yeah, only 2 cups. Well, you get 2 cups in the morning, and then they would come around again at like 1 p.m., and then they'd come around again at like 9 p.m. So, and this prison was super old, and it was what we would call a 21-3. So I was locked up for 21 hours a day, and I was out for 3. Hey, what's up, Kendall? Yeah, I'm going to be playing the game after I tell this story, and everybody from TikTok hops on over to YouTube, because we're live right now on YouTube at youtube.com/@GringoFurioso. So this prison was super old, and we were allowed out an hour and a half in the morning, hour and a half at night. In between that time, a couple of people had figured out how to jam the doors so that they could get out of their cell. And a couple of my cellies, well, my cellie and a couple of other people liked to cell hop, where they would wait till the CO in the bubble wasn't looking, and then they would run to another cell, and that cellmate would run into mine. Serial Ducky, I did have a paralyzed cellie when I went back up to Stateville for court. I was actually at Shawnee, had to go back all the way up to Stateville a couple of different times on a bus, like 6.5 hours one way, chained up. But my cellie one day was cell hopping. He had just run back into the cell, and he forgot to unjam the door, and the CO came around for count. So while the CO was going cell to cell, he would come, look in the door, because like it's just a solid door with a screen about this big, and like a metal, it's like a metal steel kind of screen, right? And he'd look in, and some of the doors he would like yank the door handle, to make sure that it was locked. And he yanked our door handle, and it was not locked properly. And so he's standing there with the door open. I'm like in the middle of eating a bowl of ramen, watching my TV, and he's like, hey, what the fuck? And prison code dictates that, one, you don't say shit if you didn't do it, or if you did do it, you just don't say shit. So I just looked at the CO like, I'm waiting for my cellie to also follow prison rules and take his weight. That's what they call it when you take accountability, take your weight. So waiting for him to take accountability, and he doesn't. He doesn't say anything. He's like, oh, I don't know, I didn't do it. So we both end up going to SEG. The cop really gave us some chances too. He tried. He was like, guys, look, I don't want to take you to SEG. I will only write up one of you. I won't even take you to SEG. You're just going to get a ticket. And still, he would not take accountability. So we both ended up going to SEG. Yeah, super amazing. So I hated him. I hated him so much. He pounded on things 24 hours a day. He was constantly rapping because he said he was a rapper. He definitely wasn't a rapper. It was a whole thing. But so we go to SEG, and luckily I already had like built a rapport with him, so it wasn't too bad. It was just like we had less of our stuff, but we were in there. And even somebody that annoyed the hell out of me is better to do time with than some unknown. Always. The devil you know is always better than the devil you don't, at least in prison. So we are in SEG for 3 or 4 days, and the CO that books us comes by and he's like, whoa, why are you guys together? You should not be together. What is this? And separates us. I get put in a cell with this white Latin king named RJ, Robbie John. Robert John Gula was his name. And he almost killed me. That's what this story is about. This story is about him almost killing me. I'm telling you guys the long version. But, so the first day or so is normal, whatever. 1 minute. All right. The first day or so was normal. We got acquainted. I told him that I did tattoos, and he was excited. He wanted me to tattoo his face. I was kind of hesitant to tattoo his face, but he insisted that he wanted me to do it. And it was like stick and poke tattoos that I knew how to do. So I was like, all right, fine, whatever, I'll do it. You make the stuff, you buy me some food on commissary, and I'll do it for you. We got nothing else to do, why not? So I ended up tattooing a big ass like cross right here on his face. The words Stress City right here. A dagger going through his cheek right here. Blood coming out of this, like 3 blood droplets coming out of his mouth. A pitchfork going into his mouth. And I think it was either a money sign or something else on one of his cheeks. Were they good tattoos? They looked about the same quality as these ones here on my wrist. I don't know if here, I gotta show you guys separately. If you're on YouTube, you could see it just fine, by the way, youtube.com/GringoFurioso. So they looked like these. Not great, but not the worst. You know, they weren't perfect. Just the 13 and the stars. So not great. What did I use to tattoo him? Oh, well. Oh, just wait, Kendall. Also, H. Leo, welcome in. Thanks for stopping in. So we took a black chess piece and we burned it underneath the metal table that's like connected to the wall. You take a chess piece and you burn it under a piece of metal, and it collects soot like black powdery stuff up top, and you scrape that off and mix it with saline solution for like contacts, and you get ink. I mean, it literally, this one, that's exactly the ink used for this right here. It was supposed to have like a pentagram in the eye, but the guy that did it messed it up. And then for the needle, we just found a staple that came in with like the mail, and sharpened it, used the wall, the cement to like sharpen it into a point, and then attached that to a pencil and tied some thread around the needle so that it could hold the ink, and then you just poke away. Just poke, poke, poke. So I like, look, I had this guy's head in my lap for 18 hours tattooing his face. Like, I thought we were big kicking it. And like, we kind of were. We, like, after I got done tattooing his face, we like cooked a meal together. We broke bread. We were getting to the point that most dudes will know, when you get to a certain point with another dude that you're becoming friends with, you start ribbing each other, kind of like talking shit. And that's kind of where we were at, where we're kind of razzing each other. And he's telling me one of his like gangland adventures. And no, God, no, nobody needs a tattoo while in jail. I definitely didn't need that. Like, it's all boredom. But luckily, I didn't put anything on my face. That's insanity. That is banana sandwich. So he's telling me one of his gangland misadventures. And I'm like, all right, man, you ain't gotta lie, bro. You ain't gotta lie, Mr. Tough Guy. You ain't gotta lie to kick it, homie. And something happens. He takes great offense to this. And he's like, he was sitting on his bunk beneath me. And I'm just laying up on my top bunk, kicking it. He hops up off his bunk and he's like, hey man, what the fuck, bro? Hop down, bro, lace up. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll fight you, all right. And he's like, nah, bro, I'm for real, let's go. And started to get a little pit in my stomach. My adrenaline is going, and I'm like, bro, look, I didn't mean to upset you. Like, I genuinely, I don't think you're lying. I thought we were joking around here. And he's like, nah, fuck that, bro. We ain't joking. I'll show you that I'm not lying, bro. You want to say I'm lying? I'll show you I'm not lying, bro. Hop down, bro. I'm like, look, man, I'm not going to fight you. I understand you're upset, but like, it's just not going to happen. He's like, look, man, either you hop down now and fight me. I'll give you a chance to put your boots on. Or the next time you get down off your bunk to piss or do anything, I'm going to fire on you. And it's going to be worse. Now, I'll be completely honest with you guys. Not a fighter. Not a fighter. Had been in 3 physical altercations in my life. I do not like violence. I don't think it solves anything. I don't fight. So at this point, most people might think it's a little pathetic, but I started to straight up just beg him, like, dude, please don't do this. I don't want to fight you. I don't know how to fight. I'm gonna lose. You might kill me. I don't trust you not to kill me. So please, can we just not do this? I'm asking you, please. And he said, nah, man, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. You're gonna, and matter of fact, you're gonna swing on me first. I want you to swing on me. And if you don't, I'm gonna make it a lot worse. And I mean, what do you even do at that point? I looked towards the window in the door behind me, and he knew what I was thinking. He said, nah, don't yell. If you yell, I will kill you. Yelling wouldn't have done anything for me anyways. All that was on the other side of that door was a giant day room that we were at the ass end of. There was the CO bubble about 30 feet to the right, but that was plate glass and then a hallway and then plate glass in the CO bubble. So wasn't nothing happening, bro. Wasn't nothing happening. I turned back to him and I'm like, look, man, please. I really... And swung on him. It staggered him pretty good, but like I didn't follow it up with anything. I just stood there hoping that that would be enough, and it wasn't. He got up with renewed vigor and beat the brakes off of me. It was all I could do to not just die. Like, this dude had me all over the cell. I was just pure defense. Pure just trying to cover all of my vitals. And then it was over. Then it was over. But that's not even like the weirdest or the worst part. After that happened, I got up off the floor and climbed into my bunk. My eye was swollen shut. My lip is like this big. And I just lay there and cry. Not like, but you know, just tears. Just break down and realize how absolutely helpless I was. And the first thing I thought of was, fuck, dude, I gotta go see my mom in 2 days. Like, my mom was planning to visit in 2 days. But so here's the really messed up part is about an hour after it happened, he hops up again, and I'm like, oh, please, for the love of God, just kill me at this point. He hands me a bottle of Tylenol and then goes over, grabs my water cup and hands it to me. And then I'm laying right here. He like does one of those. I don't say anything to him. I just take the Tylenol, take it, drink the water, and then I fall asleep, right? Next day, I wake up. He's not awake yet. Hop down to take a piss, and I'm like shaking my wiener when I hear him say, man, you know what kills me is that you're probably gonna hate me after this. And I turned around and was like, yeah, you think? Do you think I might hate you after this? What else would I feel towards you? Are you insane? And he's like, bro, I feel so bad, man. I really don't like that I did that. And I just like, you're gonna go and tell people in the future that I'm like, that I was the worst seller you ever had. I just want you to know that I promise I'll never put my hands on you again. And I was like, absolutely flabbergasted. This guy was trying to like Darvo me. Legitimate, like actual Darvo narcissist behavior. If he didn't die in prison after he left my orbit, he's for sure going to become a serial killer or something. Nothing really major happened after that, but it was so weird. Like, had to have anger issues or something? Yes, or something, for sure. Just think y'all friends again like that? Yeah, absolutely. Like, what was he in for? Kidnapping, armed robbery. So his backstory, his lore, sorry, I'm just going back on comments on TikTok. he was in for a bunch of shit, but he had been raised in the foster system. Now, listen, don't any of you go feeling bad for this guy. He was evil and he was a piece of shit. Do not feel bad for him when I tell you his background. All right? His mom gave him up when he was like 5 or 6. Like, took him to a park and just left him there. She went to jail. And then his grandparents took over, but he was in and out of foster care, in and out of juvie. He had been institutionalized since he was 11 for like stealing a car and assaulting somebody. But yeah, he had like kidnapping charges, armed robbery, home invasions. He was a nasty, nasty dude. And yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just glad that he didn't kill me. I was so afraid. How long were you in for, or were you in and out? No, I went one and done. One and done. I'm good. I am good. I don't ever want to go back. No, sir. Not me. Human beings are crazy. You right. Bro was born mad. It's possible. But so I was in for 3.5 years total, and then nothing since then. Not a parking ticket, not anything. Mick Castillo, what's up, homie? What did we learn from prison? We learned don't get caught. No, crime legit is not worth it. Just not worth it. I learned quite a bit in prison, honestly, dude. I think going to prison obviously saved my life, but that story I just told and that week that I had to spend with the handicapped guy in diapers, those are like 2 pivotal moments that changed the trajectory of my life forever, and for the better. It also gave me a lot of time to reflect, and like I really did start to think about the fact that like everybody's home that I broke into, I wasn't just stealing things from them, I was also stealing their feeling of safety and comfort in their own home, and that's probably worse. It's probably much worse. God knows how much time after I did what I broke into their home and did whatever that they how long did it take them to feel normal in their house again? Kind of sucks. What's up, narcoleptic nonsense? Nice to see you. How's it hanging? Glad you got to a good place now. Me too. How old were you when you went in? Let's see. I was 23 and a half. Big dog. Came out in August of 2017. August of 17. That was a fun time. The honestly, my parole time was so much fun. I'm chilling. We're also live over on YouTube and getting ready to play Crime Scene Cleaner here in just a few minutes. What part of Chicago are you from? I really was like mostly in the suburbs, like the southwest suburbs, Aurora, Naperville area. But obviously spent a lot of time on the west side. Had a place in Logan Square for a little bit. But yeah, so that story, there's a much, more concise edited version that I'll be putting up everywhere tomorrow. I can't remember, did I post that spider video that I made? I made a video messing with the shed because we have like a huge black widow. I killed like probably 6 or 7 black widows that day. But yeah, so I think TikTok, we are going to unfortunately have to say goodbye to you. If you would like to keep the party rolling with us over on YouTube, you can go to youtube.com/@GringoFurioso, or you can go to my bio, go to the link tree, and it'll take you to my YouTube. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope to see you over here on YouTube. because we are going to be playing Crime Scene Cleaner. Tell your friends, tell everybody. So we'll see you over there. Ah, go away. Boop. Love ya. Boom, bam. All right. What got me into crime scene cleaning? Money and the need for money. I didn't choose to go into crime scene cleaning. And truthfully, I didn't go into crime scene cleaning. I went into biohazard remediation, which is a lot more than crime scene cleaning. A lot of my time was spent cleaning like homeless camps, illegal dumps, trash created by sanctioned homeless camps. But I was just finishing up my parole in Chicago, and my mom was already out here in California, and she met somebody that owned a crime scene cleaning company. And he was getting ready to take on a pretty big contract here in Sacramento and was going to need some extra help. So he asked if I would hop on, and I said, hell yeah, let's do it. Why the hell not? So for those of you that were not here before, I have played a little bit of this game, but not a whole lot. What do you think, chat? Should we do music or no music? I think the soundtrack's pretty chill. I mean, they sell the soundtrack as DLC, so it can't be that bad, right? You guys cool with that? I'll put chat over here so I can see what the hell you're saying. Whoa. Whoa, big girl. The chat is a torta right now. Oh, there we go. It's such a cool game, but it's time consuming. Yeah, which is fine for like what I'm doing. I just want to play it while I'm hanging out and talking to you guys. It's like, it kind of seems like a perfect background game. Just like, I mean, it's either this or having Subway Surfers on half of the screen so that I can keep all the younger people's attention. Oh, golly jeepers.
You can work hard through your whole life, but sometimes even that's not enough. When a person struggles and
Whoops.
desperate, as it turns out, one short
Good background
call
game
can
for
hold the
sure.
power
Hell yeah.
to change it all. But the question is,
McCastillo,
should
you're
you
you're
really
in Cali
take it?
too? Hell yeah. Not the Subway Surfers. I've seen people do it, man. I have seen people with it on their stream. I feel like at that point though, like, put the prize in the bag. You're just not good at streaming. If you need Subway Surfers happening, like, you need to chill. Do you think this is better than Pressure Washer Simulator? Definitely not Pressure Washer Simulator 2. They added a lot of cool shit to that game, but I like this because it has a narrative and it's a little
are
edgy.
you serious? We had a deal.
I do think that Pressure Wash Simulator has a lot better, oh my god, the sensitivity. Has just like a lot better gameplay in its, just in general.
Son of a...
All right,
Is that how you raised your son, Paul?
not the slime videos. Oh god. Yeah, or like the AI ASMR videos
In other
always
words,
send
you're
me.
too poor to live here. The key should be here
I
somewhere.
really wish they would oh hey look.
So that's where he put it.
I really wish they would just make like a platform for people to post AI stuff to, and then ban it off of pretty much everything else. Whoa, can I throw these? Yo. Is there even a dart? Oh, here we go. What the hell? Oh, you have to rotate it. Okay, hold up. Is this the point of the game? I'd never seen those there. I didn't know that was a thing. If you need the split screen for your attention, you're cooked. Yeah, for sure. I played it and I want to see your reaction to the attic. Okay, Silas. All right. Oh, wait. Silas from TikTok? Okay. I don't know why I'm sure. Oh, geez. Okay. So we got. All right. So if I was actually doing this as like, should I play it as though I'm doing what I would do? So if I were at this job, first of all, I would suit up, but I'm assuming I'm already suited up. So then we want to take a overview of the scene to see what the scope of work is. We don't just want to start cleaning. All right, so there's our water. We know where the water's at. Might be more interesting if you do. All right, for sure. So usually I pick up all of the person's belongings that I can. I like to throw them around. I like to really abuse the scene. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so we got kind of a mess in the bathroom. This isn't too bad. Take about 15-20 minutes. Some blood on the door. Nothing on the backside. Oh, what do we got here? Party favors? Thank you. Oh, I get money for that. Okay. Go ahead and break that. Oh shit, does that create trash that I have to pick up? I'm so dumb. Okay, well, we'll deal with that later. Consequences. Let's see what's in. Oh boy, okay. We got.
Oh fuck! I didn't know I signed
that
up
was.
for
That's what I said.
this.
He's stealing my flow. Bar for bar. What would even? Okay, first of all, what even would have happened here? Like, I understand everything being knocked around and the blood on the floor. I've seen this. I've seen a variation of this scene before IRL. But the wall? Come on now. Did he kill like 8 people with 10 shotguns? Because I don't know what could have possibly happened in here. Yeah, Kendall, I just stole a bag of weed and got $100. Pretty tight, pretty sick. What's this doing? Oh, okay. All right, let's see what else we got. More blood in here. Am I tracking blood? Does this game have that? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so these are not my prints. Definitely some foul play. It does look like somebody like straight up exploded. That's exactly what it is. What do we got here?
He kicked the habit himself.
Oh,
But hasn't stopped pushing the product.
interesting. Hey, they actually have, that's the real Serenity Prayer. Interesting. Oh, what is this? Some kind of flower vase? Seems like a weird flower vase. Oh, is that where you must put the water in there and then the flowers go out the top, I guess? Or, oh, geez. I didn't, why can you punch? Is there combat in this game? Ever seen the movie Ready or Not? This is basically what the ending looks like. Dude, Serial, it totally does.
Yet no fun.
That was weird. I'm gonna call you Ducky from now on. I don't like calling you Serial. I might be late tonight, sorry. Why, you want a date or something? No, gonna buy some weed and jerk off. All right, see you tomorrow. When he said have fun, we know what that means. It's like those prisoners that like to paint with their shit. But in this case, it's a blood fanatic. I mean, I don't know, maybe. I don't see any finger painting. Woo.
Stabbed to death.
Okay, so this would
Allegedly,
never happen.
self-defense.
This, I would never, there would never be a body still here.
Murder
So
weapon.
this is already
That
very
letter
unrealistic.
T is pretty incriminating.
Whoa, I also don't have a cleaner. Well, I have a cleaner sense, but it doesn't look like that at all. Have you ever watched the movies Faces and Traces of Death? If so, what would you rate them? I watched Faces of Death as like a
At least you didn't
dare
screw
back
me
when I was, ooh, Cash money. Okay, I definitely... This is the most unrealistic thing about it so far, is the pay. No way in hell would I have made this kind of money. That's entirely unrealistic. Yeah, so I watched Faces of Death. I have not seen Traces of Death. I mean... Oh, okay.
The hell happened up there?
Ah, gee whiz.
What the actual fuck? Seems like
Ma'am?
our guy had another hobby.
Oh god, did he take her eyes out? She doesn't look great. Okay, so this is gonna be, I mean, he paid enough, but this is gonna be a lot of work. Oh. Dude, how many people died here? Well, I guess 2 so far, but here's the other thing. If either of them was a part of what happened in the kitchen, they shouldn't be so intact. Yeah, Faces of Death, I would rate like maybe a 5 or a 6 in the grand scheme of things. Some of them are pretty gnarly. The other thing is that when I first watched it, I was told that it was real because that was like the urban legend around it. Well, this guy was a bit of a farmer. It is 420. I think the killer hired me to clean the bodies too. I think you might be right.
Things changed
Oh.
from really, really bad to absolutely horrible.
Okay. Oh, okay, so there's the finger paintings. Got it. Oh, am I supposed... This is why I can punch. Okay. We're mad at the paintings. Bad paintings. They're terrible. These are against God. Are there more? Get them out of here. Ah,
Fucking psycho.
this is for Chuck Norris. This one's for family. Did I punch them all? I think I punched them all. Alright. So we got quite a bit. I don't think my truck is going to be big enough to take all of this stuff either. Might need to get a dumpster. Alright, old girl. Let's get you out of here. I think this is the end, right? I don't see any other rooms. So I think we have our scope of work. Now, it's important to me, just as a person, this is how I operate. I like to do things as efficiently as possible. So we took the heaviest item from the farthest walk and are bringing it downstairs. The item happens to be a corpse, but, you know, that's whatever. Can you punch a corpse? I think you can. I can also throw her with some force. Yep. Sure can. But that's very disrespectful. I would never do that IRL. Do I do that IRL also? No, I do not. I am thinking it might save me a little bit of time if I can throw her out the window. Let's see. Yeah. Oh. Well. Ma'am? I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry for this. But there's only one way. Nope. Not working. Still not working. Okay. Maybe. Nope. Alright. We're gonna have to try this again. Alright. Again, I'm terribly sorry about this. Alright. So, I guess you cannot throw them out the window. That's a bummer. Seemed like it would have been a huge time saver. She really did deserve better. I feel kind of bad.
That guy who
Whoa.
killed you?
I have a void in the back of my
Being a body
Chevy
bag next
S10
to
looks
yours.
like a
Sorry.
land shaker. Oh, I could have just put the... Okay. Okay, but for real, why can I not throw the... I'm gonna try again. I think maybe she was just... Could have stood to lose a few. If you know what I mean, and I think you do. Gotta do a firefighter type rescue move. Oh, yeah. They're not letting me pick them up fireman's carry style, unfortunately. Alright, let's get this guy out of here.
Damn, he's heavy.
I always like to do the heaviest work
Guess I'll put him
first,
in my
the stuff
trunk.
that sucks the most. So IRL, I would be very unhappy about having to carry a corpse. That's one thing that a lot of people think crime scene cleaning and like corpse removal are here. Maybe I need to clear the window first though, you know, like maybe this shit was in the way. Okay, no, because it's not even an item. But crime scene cleaners do not deal with the bodies. That's actually a whole separate job. Dude, for real? Come on, this is maybe I'm just too close. There we go. Nailed it. Ah, check that out. Hell yeah, dog. Oh, can I go down this way? Nice. Look at that. High five, chat. We did it. Hell yeah.
It was nice not knowing you.
Sick. Hole in one, high five. Hell yeah, dude. Somebody asked me in a comment today to the mindless moron living here. I'm so sick of it. Okay, whatever. Somebody asked me today if when there's a job that they want us to trash everything, if I... How do I... Oh, here we go. If I get to keep stuff, and I have definitely kept quite a few things. If you've seen, I can't remember which video it is, I think it was my first unattended death. I showed at the end, I have quite a few little figurines and stuff. Wait, what? Okay. Hold on. I need to lock in real quick and figure out what the hell I'm doing. Okay, here we go. Alright, and I suppose we'll just work our way up to the, Oh, did I not... Is the water gone? Or is it invisible? What the heck just happened, chat? Yo, Johnny Riot, what's happening? Character in the game making comments like he's Leon Kennedy. I don't know why he feels like he needs to talk. He doesn't, alright? I'm the streamer here, okay? Allow me to make the commentary, pal. What's up, Johnny Riot? I was just talking about Minneapolis hip-hop artists earlier. Big fan of, oh, geez. Apparently you can knock the bucket over, so we want to not do that. Yo, Ricardo, what's happening, playa? What's happening, playa? Just cleaning a little crime scene here. This game is way easier than real life, I'll tell you that. And you make way more money. Porque estoy un gringo furioso. No sé por qué, solo estoy como soy. ¿Entiendes or no? Oh, es sucio. I'm Brazilian, and that means mad foreigner in Portuguese. Más o menos. It's more like angry white boy, but like not angry, more like chingon, like get stuff done, aggressive. Is that even blood? Oh, I forget I have this like sixth sense. I'm Mexican and it means angry güerito. Yeah, so perfecto. I just like whenever I've heard Furioso used, it's not exactly in the context of angry. You have cleaner you can pour in the water. Oh, word. You're absolutely right. I do. Where's that at? Boom. Boop. Isn't there two different ones? Yeah. Strength or clean? Increases tools ability, slows down the rate at which water. Oh yeah, we want that one. Faux show. Give me some more of that. I barely know a lick of Spanish. That's okay. I know enough for the both of us. Is the game accurate though? I mean, not really. I mean, I guess it, in what sense? Like, there would never be a body. The police would have come. Like, this guy is a crime scene. Oh, geez. He's a crime scene cleaner for, I'm assuming, the person that did this, because I'm being told to dispose of evidence and dispose of bodies. So that's pretty unrealistic. In terms of cleaning, like, I guess they don't mention enzyme cleaner, but that could be what this is. They don't really make you follow a process, and there's like the game is not realistic, no, but it's fun and it's something to do while I hang out and talk to you guys and tell stories and whatnot. I have ADHD like crazy, and so I like pretty much need to multitask, and this just seems like the perfect fit. I've got plenty of other ridiculous weird games to play in the background once this runs dry. I think this actually goes somewhere. I'm just gonna put that down for now. Put that there. Gotta put that there. I'm gonna grab my mop. Actually, I need a sponge. Sensitive ass bucket. Are you guys gamers? We got gamers in the chat right now. What do you guys? What do we like to play, chat? I want to see a little survey. Your job was so sick, bro. I can only imagine how many stories you still have left to tell. Oh yeah. It never ends. Honestly, the thing is like I've done so many scenes that it's like I've forgotten a bunch, and usually what happens is in telling a story, or after I've told a story, somebody will make a comment or ask a question that like knocks a memory loose, and then I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I have this story. Holy how have I not told this before? Type situation. Minecraft, Wolf Drifter, I have, I think like 2,000 or 3,000 hours in both vanilla and modded Minecraft, but I play a lot of modded. I love modded Minecraft. I just like have always struggled to find homies that also love it as much as I do. Got to write all of them down. Well, I've done one better and recorded them on public record where they can be downloaded and whatnot. So I feel like in making the content, I am assuring that I don't forget. Wait, what the hell does it? Oh, it probably goes on one of the chairs. I'm just gonna put that there for now. Rocket League, Fortnite, Roblox, this game, Slime Rancher, Minecraft. Okay, hell yeah. I'm really big into roguelikes. I've been playing, I play so much Megabonk. Megabonk is like the game right now that I just play when I don't want to figure out what to play. That's just the game that I default to right now. That, and I just got Cole LLC off the Steam store, and it is like the jankiest graphics, but it is so much fun. I'm a Souls game fan, you can see. Oh hell yeah, dude, Souls games are tight. The only one that I haven't played, I haven't beaten Elden Ring, and I haven't played Bloodborne. Do you like Terraria? Yeah, dude, I've done a whole bunch of different runs of Terraria. I'll beat it and then wait like a year or so and then do another playthrough with like a different build. I think the last time I did yo-yos, beat every boss with a yo-yo, did just like a yo-yo build. Before that I did a summoner, Summoner playthrough. Ever played any Diablo games? Yeah, I played, I mean, I've played all of them, but Diablo 4 was terrible. Not good. Did not really like it. It was just like way too easy. Like it was very, very simple and repetitive. I was hoping for more of a PoE version. I think I gotta change this water, huh? Terraria is better than vanilla Minecraft. Yeah, I would agree with that for sure. Doom, oh hell yeah. But I have not played. I played 5 minutes of the newest one. What is it? Dark Ages or whatever. Absolutely hate it. Absolutely hate it, dude. It is so slow. I do not want to parry in Doom. I want to rip and tear. And you're not letting me rip or tear. I don't like that. But Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal are my loves forever. I will always go back to that game. You know what I was really upset about too is I was hoping that they were going to like revamp the mini player deathmatch from Doom 2016, because that reminded me of like the good old Halo 2 days, the bygone era. Halo 2 and Halo 3 LAN parties, playing with the clan. Y'all know about that.
Back where it belongs.
Eternal, I think I said Infernal for some reason. Where are the Counter-Strike players at? I've got a couple hundred hours. I've never gotten good enough. Like I always kind of hit this point in my Counter-Strike growth where I just like cannot get any better. I don't want to memorize spray patterns. Like there's just at a certain point I will never be good enough to like play with people that will be challenging enough to make it fun, if that makes any sense. I mean, why not? It works. Here's the thing, you use the tools that you have available to you and you do what works. You gotta know the lineups and the crosshair placement. Yeah, exactly. You know, I actually picked up Serial Ducky. I picked up Mortal Kombat 1, or yeah, the newest Mortal Kombat. I actually kind of like the tag system that they added. It's kind of dope. I really have had kind of a lot of fun playing that Mortal Kombat, and the stories are always so good, dude. Yeah, CSGO, like it is a great game. I love the Source engine. Like, I'm also a huge Left 4 Dead 2 and Back 4 Blood head. Love Left 4 Dead 2. I like Left 4 Dead 2 is responsible for whole chunks of my life. Like from the time I was 16, 17 to like 19 or 20, me and my uncles would get together and get super smash drunk and play Left 4 Dead 2 until like 5, 6 in the morning. Left 4 Dead 2 is like a pure nostalgia bomb for me, but it's also just such a good game and it still holds up. Like, I can't believe how timeless that game is. I would love a remaster. A remaster of Left 4 Dead 2 would be peak. That was my childhood game. Hell yeah. I only play Roblox anymore for Doors and Pressure. You know, I've never actually played Roblox. I've never found like a Roblox game or whatever they're called.
Pretty much as an
Okay, I get it. Don't use a mop on the rug. Whatever, dude. No, I wanted to switch to this. God damn it. Who's your favorite special infected? Left 4 Dead 2? Oh, I'm a smoker main. Modded Left 4 Dead. See, I haven't played a whole lot. God damn it. I have. Oh, what is this game? God. Oh yeah, we used to play, dude, like the old Half-Life mods are some of my favorite games. have you ever played like Wanted? For like, it was a mod for Half-Life. It was a Western mod. I think it was a Counter-Strike mod, actually. It's either a Counter-Strike mod or a Half-Life mod. It was called Wanted. And then there was Day of Defeat, which was like the World War II one. There was another one where everything was like cardboard. I've been a PC gamer for like a really long time. I used to be super into Command and Conquer Red Alert 2. That game is like very much a part of my childhood. I used to just really love RTS games. One of like the first computer I ever built when I was 13, one of the only games it could play was Warcraft 2. So I used to play a crap ton of the original Warcraft and Warcraft 2. Played that game so much. Oh, we found a cushion, y'all. I have not tried Iron Lung, no.
I need to talk to you. Can't we just do it over the phone? No, we can't. Stop sneaking around and drag your ass over here. Easy, bro. I am on my way. I'm waiting.
Interesting. Very interesting. I don't know about that. What is Iron Lung? I thought that was the movie. Isn't that a movie that Markiplier made? When I saw you say Iron, oh, it's the movie's based on the game. Gotcha. No, I have not. I did play a game recently called White Knuckle. That's pretty fun. I'm pretty into platformers as, oh my god, dude, this water bucket is nonsense. Absolute nonsense. And like, why is all this shit still in the way, bro? Like, where does it go? Where does the stuff go? Where did the I'm tired of knocking everything over. This is obnoxious. What do you mean it won't move like this? Bam. Okay. One step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break everything in this apartment.
I'm slowly.
Because I keep
growing
cracking no
tired
for
of
the
this.
water. Is there anything in here to steal?
At this
Ooh,
point,
is this
might as well
cocaine?
sell some drugs on the side.
It's para yo? Hello.
That guy was clearly missing a screw.
By Theodore Bundy. I like the little touches that they've added. And also, to tell you the truth, in crime scenes where like stuff is gonna be all taken to the dump, I would definitely be looking through the stuff and like trying to piece together who the person was. Whoa, I didn't mean to throw the guitar. Not trying to throw your guitar. Damn it, Dale. Get the goddamn water bucket out of here. Okay, where? Oh, all right. All right, okay. Oh, it literally shows you where everything's supposed to go. I could be doing this so much faster, chat. What the hell? Ever thought of doing Undertale? You know, I played it once a long time ago when I used to stream on Twitch and have not played it since. So probably like 2018-ish. Boom, and I think this one goes here. Perfect. What are we missing? This. No, god damn you. Oh, there's still a cushion missing. That's weird. Oh, here it is. There you go, right there. That's my purse. Wait. Okay, it took a second and then I heard it in Bobby's voice and that was hilarious. Hell yeah. Can anyone start a crime scene cleaning company, or do they need approval from the government? So you don't necessarily need approval from the government, but you do need a few things. You need a trauma scene waste removal license, and you need an LLC, and like you need to be able to do business. So there are, I mean, like there are a few things, but it's not as like cut and dry as just needing approval. A lot of it is just needing money. Yeah, I remember that episode, Castillo. That's so funny. No, damn it, Bobby. That's not how you do it. Gotta punch him in the nose. Damn it, Bobby, you're such a pussy. Sick and tired of it. I wanted a son. God gave me you instead. Did I just spill the water again? Dude, if I look back and I have spilled the water again, I'm gonna lose my shit. Dude, I hate this. I literally hate this. Why? Why is this even a thing? A good Kinger voice? Who is Kinger? I don't know who that is. Or maybe I do, and I don't know that I do. Yeah, I definitely did. I definitely spilled the water, Temptation. I'm about to knock this over. I'm just like a bull in a china shop, dude. You can't take me anywhere. We're gonna put some of this orange Kool-Aid in there. It's just like, dude, the water gets dirty very quickly, as does my mop. That is not realistic whatsoever. I never change the water on my mop. You don't need to. That's a myth. It's made up. Changing your mop bucket water is woke. We don't do that here. All right, what are we twerking with? Are we done in here? Is there still any? Oh, poop. All right, is it done now? I'm on cooldown. Oh no, we still got a little sassafras in here. All right, I think. I mean, as far as I can tell, there's no more anything in there. One of the few people that pronounce my name right too. That's why I use whack username, aka shit Cheerios. Okay. That's fair. I would probably do the same thing. Changing your fantastic. I approve that quote. It is woke. I remember I was trying to get a meme started on Twitter and I could never get it to take off, but I was really trying to get it was a fake Andrew Tate quote. I was trying to get people to keep repeating that wiping your ass is gay, but it didn't catch on. I tend to think things are way funnier than they are. I think I'm legitimate. I've never thought that I was shadow banned before, but I think I might actually be shadow banned on Twitter, dude. I used to get like hella crazy engagement, and then now all of a sudden, I even paid for premium for a month just to see if it would be any different with like the reply boost. It wasn't. I think that I pissed somebody off at Twitter, and they just like, I think I can collect multiple, can't I? Yeah, there we go. I think I'm actually shadow banned. Because like I've posted videos from TikTok that have gotten millions of views, and it like it's nothing. It's so weird. Honestly, I hate that platform. I just go there to get like current events and like see what's happening, because stuff really does like It is like Reddit used to be the front page of the internet. It is definitely X now. Where is this bitch ass water? I hate this water so much. Can't stand it. I keep a quote book from my friend groups. One of my favorites: get up, get dressed, make a coffee, high five the corpse on the way out. Hell yeah. I approve. Dude, my grandparents were from England, and I don't know if that is the reason, but they used to leave food out. Like, they just did not believe in refrigerating stuff. Like, my granddad would legitimately, he would leave out plates, like, he would leave out dinner instead of, like, putting it in Tupperware and putting it in the fridge like a normal person. He would just, like, he'd make, like, shepherd's pie. We'd have it for dinner, and then he would take the dish from the table and go put it on the counter in the kitchen. And then the next day, he'd come home from work on lunch break and eat that. He would just take it from the counter, put it on a plate, pop it in the microwave, or sometimes just raw dog it. And I was like, bro, no way is that okay to do. But then I'll be honest with you, I started doing it. Not to that extent, but I was like, you can really leave food out like that? Like, really? And I ate some, like, I had made a frozen pizza one night. Oh my god, there's been I left, chat, how do we leave a whole body?
I feel sorry for you, but if cops were to come sniffing around,
I had made a frozen pizza the night before, and then woke up at like 4 p.m. the next day and proceeded to like smash the rest of the old ass pizza. Bro blames chat. I mean, it's low key your fault, bro. Don't duck accountability. Yeah, nailed it, Geronimo. Because it's cold enough in the UK to keep it cool there. That might be accurate, honestly. I just thought that they were so old-timey still that they didn't believe in refrigerators.
But I have other people to look out for.
I'll tell you what, this guy has a lot of agility. I wish I could choose this character in Call of Duty. I literally just tried to do a slide right then. Whoa. What the hizale? I got a new tape? Right on. I got a scrub daddy. Okay. Went to the UK, honestly, worst food culturally in Europe. Dude, when I went to the UK, I was expecting like just okay food, you know, not the best food, but I was not prepared for how bad it would be. Also, I think the best food that I had while I was there was like Indian takeaway. None of the actual like British food people tried to give me was good at all. And all of it seemed really silly. Like there were some really silly dishes that like Brits seem to go crazy for, like mushy peas. Like they have to be these specific mushy peas, but like dog, they're just regular peas mushed up. You're going crazy over something that's already happening in your mouth when you eat regular peas. If you want mushy peas, you can eat a pea, and then as soon as you start eating it, it becomes a mushy pea. Also, there's this thing called a chip butty, and it is 2 pieces of buttered bread with French fries in the middle. Not toasted or anything, just like that. And that's like a super awesome, big deal, cool snack. Or at least that's how it was portrayed to me. And I thought it was pretty insane to go crazy over bread and fries. And also, just how is that not the driest thing? Like, might as well tell me your favorite food is eating an entire sleeve of saltine crackers at once. Like, that's asinine. Oh my god! I guess it doesn't matter. I was going to empty it anyway, but like it's just the principle. Don't they have deep fried pizza over there? Yeah, okay, you know what? Beans and toast is actually kind of low-key. Like, it's kind of fire. I do like beans and toast. But at this, again, it is not like, it's not a meal. It's not something to get excited about. To me. But again, like, beans and toast is probably a very nostalgic, like, thing from when people were a kid. I don't know. The amount of salt in their food's diabolical. True, but I can't talk because I'm a big fan of MSG. And you think you're not a big fan of MSG, but pretty much any like fine dining restaurant you've ever been to, that chef uses MSG. Any good chef knows that MSG is just like, it's like a cheat code for flavor. Excuse me. And vinegar too. Yeah, but you know what I do like? I didn't mind like chips or french fries, whatever you want to call them, with like malt vinegar and salt and a little bit of mayonnaise. It sounds insane because it is, but it is actually kind of fire.
Just like me.
Not everybody over there does the mayonnaise. I think that's more of like a German thing. Brother, I really hope, it looked like there was a way to like level up certain stuff. I'm really hoping that you can like level up the capacity of the mop and the sponge. Like, they need to give me a real scrub daddy, not this bullshit. If it ain't artery clogging, it ain't goodness. I mean, you could say that about America too, though. You go to like, I mean, shit, doesn't Texas, like, I'm pretty sure it was at a Texas state fair that I saw sticks of deep fried butter, and it's literally just an entire stick of butter deep fried. That is the most gluttonous, like, vulgar shit I have ever heard in my life. Eating a whole stick of butter deep fried. You're out of your mind. Out of your mind. Yeah. For real.
Time for a bag swap.
Yeah, no shit. Get out of here, bag. Why is there trash in the wall? Oh. Anybody here play Escape from Tarkov ever? That's a good ass game.
Knots.
Very, very difficult though. Holy shit. I've never actually, like, there's certain maps I've never survived on. Just not even, I haven't even made it past like 5-10 minutes. Any engagement I get in, it's like some no-lifer who has played for 9,000 hours is just spanking my little ass. Where is this? Goddamn, there it is. Most of my 600-pound life characters are in big old Texas. Yo, that was my favorite show when I was in prison. It would always, new episodes would always come out on commissary day. So what I would do is I would get a box of Nutty Bars, and I would eat the entire box of like 6 2-packs of Nutty Bars while watching the new episode of my 600-pound life. That was my little ritual, dude. Got me through my time.
She was just a student.
Shit was fire, low-key. All my exes are from Texas. Are they? A lot of mine are from Zacatecas and Guadalajara. Wait, why did the light turn off when I cleaned the things? Wait, is there a secret room? What's happening? Where is this tape? Oh, it's right here. I'm so
Why do
dumb.
Psychos love classical music so
Little
much?
classical music, okay. I fucks with that. Wait, can I actually listen to it? I can. We can. Huh? Chat, you and I? Nosotros para siempre. Hoarders is a good one. Oh yeah, baby. Love me some Hoarders. Although, not, you know, I haven't watched Hoarders since being a crime scene cleaner because I've seen enough Hoarders IRL. I have been in episodes of Hoarders damn near. All mine are guerritos. Guerritos or guerritas? I don't care either way. I'm just curious. I guess I was just assuming. I'm assuming a lot of things. I've been assuming that you were a guy. But that's actually the wrong thing to assume for my demographic. What's the worst hoarder house you've been in? There's not really, well, I guess, yeah, the worst one was when we had to, you couldn't get in through the front door. Where did I leave the water, y'all? Chat, is anybody paying attention to where I left the goddamn water? Poop and pee, where is this thing? Did it disappear? Oh, there it goes. Wow. Walked right past it. What the hell was I talking about? You couldn't get into the front door, so we had, like, the fire department had a ladder set up to go in through the top floor, through, like, the second story window. And, there was like hardly paths to walk. The paths around the house were like 18 inches wide. You could barely, most of the time you'd have to go like walk sideways in shimmy, and it was kind of brutal. The guy had one room in the house that he was still occupying, and all the stuff that surrounded him was like records and memories from his family. And I've told the story on TikTok. It was sort of like he was building like a mausoleum of memories, is how I put it. Like, he was surrounding himself in this one room with boxes of like pictures and his wife's wedding dress, and there was one box labeled Sarah that had like a bunch of drawings and like ribbons from like winning things at the fair. And that one was pretty sad. He also had like ended his own life on the mattress in the middle of all those memories of his family. And because there was no next of kin, I think it's pretty safe to assume that he was either estranged from his family or maybe they were dead or something. Like, wasn't ever sure, but that one was pretty haunting. And it was also just like the aroma of cat pee and like ammonia and dust when you went in was so brutal. And they said that they didn't think he even owned a cat, but I'll tell you what, he for sure had a cat living in that house. It may not have been his, but it was in there all right. Wait, what the hell? Guerritos, I'm a girl? Oh, okay, bet. Like I said, I should have actually, that would have been the safer assumption. 72% of the people that watch me are on TikTok are women, so it's usually the case. Yo, Super Sly, what happening, playa? How are you? Oh god, did I just clip into the back rooms? No, I'm good. I wonder if I can make it into the truck. Yo! I think I saw it hit one of the corpse bags. Hell yeah. What's up, Bempus? Yeah, it was pretty sad. Those ones are always like, I feel like people always ask me and expect me to tell them like, damn it. Expect me to tell them about like a super gory scene or like, you know, where there's like a bunch of body parts or whatever, but the worst ones for me are always the like super emotionally heavy scenes. Oh god damn it. Okay, I think I just gotta line it up. Hold on, there we go. All right, yeah. Okay, I'm a little short, a little bit short. I know Ball, okay? I do. Well, I know of Ball. I don't know Ball, but... Okay, can I just put this bitch up? I don't think I even need it anymore. Hold E to collect. Bet. Okay. Where do I even have more trash? I think we're good. Oh, wait. Is this bricks of... Hell yeah, doggy. I'm gonna need all this.
I know a guy who might help me with it.
I'm gonna need all this. Hold up. Is there more weed to steal in here? Let's not be hasty. Yes. Bro, we got bricks and bricks of drugs. We just had a big come up, bro. We're gonna be able to buy so many sponges. It's kind of dumb that I can't take the plants, because that's what I would do IRL. I'd be walking out of here with so many plants. Gee whiz. All right, I think I just have to, oh, there's still evidence. Crap. Where the hell is there evidence? I don't want to be doing no damn treasure hunt now. Ball knows me. Yeah, that exactly. Do you think you have some sort of PTSD from the stuff you experience, if you're comfortable sharing that? I don't know about PTSD. I think I may have PTSD from like prison or, you know, other traumatic stuff in my life, but I don't think from crime scene cleaning. There are definitely certain things that, like, I don't know, I guess haunt me, you know. There's a difference, I think, between PTSD and being haunted by something. There's just stuff that kind of pops up whether I want it to or not, if that makes sense. Wait, can I... Is this a... Am I about to find a secret area? Because I really don't want to clean anything else. Whoa. There's like a whole... Oh, okay.
How could anyone even live here?
Found a hidden apartment, chat. Look at this. Look at us. We're explorers. Hey, let's go. What are we... What's in here? What's good? Oh. What is this? Eviction notice? Sucks to suck. Look at this toy-ass graffiti. It's terrible. Somebody did a terrible job on that. They should be ashamed of themselves for even throwing that up. This just looks like a bando. I've cleaned out places that look exactly like this. There should, see, there's, again, unrealistic. There should be hella homeless tweakers in here. Is that it? What the hell? I don't... Okay. Neato. We out this bitch. Let's get this trash in here and go home. How long have you been in the crime scene cleaning biz? Since 2020? 2019, I think, technically. Late 2019.
Is it still me behind the wheel?
Well, I think we put in a good day's work there, chat. Gosh damn. Ooh, I used a new, a hair mask, and I gotta say, it doesn't, like, whoops, doesn't look, it's like just washed, so it looks all fluffy and weird, but like it feels so luxurious, dude. Hair masks are where it's at. It is silky smooth, and I like it like that. I like it like that. I like it like that. You know what I'm talking about? No? That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. Another Quaalude. She love me in the morning. Make way for the bad guy. Bad guy coming through. I would hire you to clean up corpses, so you done good, kid. You remind me of my older cousin. He's cool, well done Ferraris and Porsches. Hell yeah, that's what's up. You know, I've gotten that a lot throughout like my life. Just like I seem to always remind somebody of like an old friend or something like that. And I think that might be what makes people like my content. I feel like I often remind people of somebody that they know. Can you do a Robert De Niro impression? I don't think I can, honestly. What do you mean, these shoes? Huh? These shoes? Oh, you got baby goo. No, I can't. I can't really. Not for real, unfortunately. Evan Peters vibes low-key. You know, people have said that so much. I mean, thousands of people think this, and I just like... First of all, it's kind of funny because my mom was saying that when American Horror Story first came out and Evan Peters played Tate in that one, she was like, you guys look exactly alike. So how am I living? Why can't I drink this beer? It's been a long day. I'm knocking stuff over in my own house, dog. This is unreal.
Who's a good boy?
I got a dog. Hell yeah. Get that everywhere. Ever seen Morpars? He's funny and actually is educational too. I don't think I have, actually. For real, do though. Well, you know, it's a thing. Poop and pee, dude. I don't think I want to do a whole another one of those. That took a long ass time. This game really does like take a hot minute. What is this? My kid's dying? Is that why I'm doing the do?
Mr. Kowalski, sorry to bother, but I have
Can the
some good
dog
news
fetch?
and some bad news.
This dog doesn't do
Bad news
shit.
First, Rob's boss, Big Jim, found out what we did.
When I first followed you on TikTok, I commented on that video.
But
Yeah.
here's the good news.
Can I pet that
He's not
dog?
mad at all. In fact, he is so cool with what happened and is impressed by your skills, he'll probably hire you.
Yeah, that's great. I don't want to get hired.
Yeah. Good luck.
Spent 4 hours on one? That's
This
too
is
much.
insane.
That's too many hours.
What the hell did you get me into?
That's way too many hours, dude. I'm like, that's not even remotely something I want to do. Like, goddamn, dude. Yeah, I think we'll just fucking kick it. I'm good. I'm good on this for right now. I definitely don't know if I'm gonna be able to ever. God, why? Ever do like back-to-back crime scenes like that. Unfortunately, you have to do them in real life, but like, dude, real crime scenes don't take that long. I feel like I would have been on to something totally different after that. I was thinking about doing cuz like I don't want to. Here's the thing, guys. I don't really know what to do for like, cuz I would like to get back into live streaming like consistently, but I don't know. I've been trying to like, God, why me every day? What's the longest crime scene you've done? Well, my first unattended death took like 2 days, I think. Yeah, we were there for 2 full days of work. That was kind of a lot. Phasmophobia. You know, I never got into that. I played a lot of DBD. Create a Discord server. I actually have one. Hold up. I have a Discord server that I created for like all of the people on TikTok. But I can definitely like, yeah, here. It is right here. Wait, somebody made an Art the Clown? Oh my god. Hell yeah. Somebody in the Discord server. We have quite a few people in there already. Let me get the link for you guys. What about like because like recently a couple of really interesting like body cam videos have come out, and I was thinking about like doing some react content to like body cam videos or like crime scene interrogation, like because that's like a lot of stuff that I watch on my own time. Anyways, somebody said tattoo tour, so we can do that for sure. This one I got in prison from a dude that I played poker with a bunch. I won in poker, and instead of making him pay me, I told him he could tattoo me instead. I would join, but I still have that family scene time thing on my device, and my mom's convinced everyone is a predator. That's fine, Serial. It's all good. My knuckles say dopeless because it's a, it's a no heroin thing. I have a shitty hipster anchor tattoo that I did myself, and a cross. This was supposed to be 2 arrows like crossed, but it just looks like a weird shitty X. Did those on myself. And then my most recent tattoo is this Santoku knife with some like Japanese cherry blossoms. I got this right when I moved back to Sacramento in April. Oh, and then I have Diplo, my rat. It was my first ever pet rat, and he was the coolest. And when he died after about 1.5 years, I got him tattooed on me. He was such a good boy. I don't know if you're into politics, but I'd like to see your opinion on these things. Yeah, so here's the thing. I'll just keep it. One thing about me is I'm always going to keep it real, okay? I have opinions on things that would most definitely upset, like, possibly half of my audience. And financially, I can't afford to do that right now. So I just haven't really commented on politics. It's something I actually like. So when I'm not making content, when I'm not like, when I'm not editing or shooting, they are really such cool animals. I love them, Kendall. Wait, you have a rat too, Castillo? Ramon? Hell yeah. But basically, here's the thing is I am a true centrist. Like a true moderate. And people cannot handle that. People can't handle it. Most people feel the need to fall into this like political binary, and I don't believe in it. We could definitely probably discuss it on Discord. Well, I mean, here's the thing though, like when I'm not making content in my actual free time, I watch, it's like 80%, well, 70% politics, 30% true crime / streamer drama. Although streamer drama gets kind of looped into politics a little bit. But yeah, like that's the stuff that I'm like very much interested in, but I'm also very much afraid to just openly start talking about it because it's like a kind of surefire way to alienate a good portion of my audience. And right now, like those people are kind of paying my bills, at least over on TikTok. I don't know. I have a suspicion that I have both some people that may be too far right for a moderate take, and then there's people that are way too far left and way too woke that would absolutely just dip out. I joke that I'm an individualist, egoist, and as long as you don't support a child predator, then it's all good. No, not at all. Not even a little bit. No. It sucks because I used to say that I am America first, but then Nick Fuentes ruined that, and the Groyper movement kind of tainted what America first meant to me. And so I started saying Americans first, but that doesn't really roll off the tongue quite well. So, but I just think like we need to stop getting involved in pretty much all foreign affairs that don't actually like the country's future and survival isn't dependent on it. A lot of my takes on things are very like pragmatic. I try to be as logical as possible. I try to look at things objectively, and really I just want what's best for the country. I want what's best, and not even really for the country, but for Americans, for us, for our people, the people that live here and are citizens here and work and bleed and sweat here. I don't want to continue to see my taxes go to bullshit that I hate. You're the realest politically I've seen in a long time. Well, I don't know. I just try to keep it simple. I think that's the best way to do it. I really just, for the most part, my big hang up, because I think everybody has a couple of them politically, my big hang up is I really hate the two-party system. I think it is actually a device used to divide the country and make us hate each other. And it works. It works like way too well. People just are like so hung up on bullshit. Gringo for president. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. The thing is, Ricardo, they're all criminals. It's not just him. Like, you can't just like to only focus on one person is almost equally as silly. I think that it's the whole system that needs to go, that needs to be reset. And what's weird is like we have it. It's written in the Constitution that when enough of us get fed up with the way things are, we're allowed to dismantle it and rebuild it. Like, it was written in there for a reason, man. So I don't know. I don't want to get kicked off YouTube my first night streaming, so I won't go too far. Yeah, 13 is just my lucky number. It's not. I'm not La M. A friend of mine, she's terminally ill but wants to be president one day, and she said if she ever is, the first thing she'd try to fix is America's debt. Well, and like the thing is we could make giant steps in the right direction if we just if we just turned the faucet off of all the money that we're pouring into other places and Israel. But cool to chat about it with you. Oh yeah, for sure. Presidents are typically always I can't, the last president that I was not disappointed in, I don't know. I think also though, I think the president has way less power and way less control than they let us believe. Somebody described it. There was this dude that made a TikTok and he was a billionaire. Or like a billionaire's kid, which might be more powerful. He had his power level was like 9,000. Let's put it that way. And he made a TikTok kind of outing all of this shit. I think it was mostly about Erica Kirk, but he talked about how the world really works and how the billionaire class actually run things. There's like people above the billionaire class that nobody really know, but there's the billionaire class and then there's the politicians. Like the president basically is like so far down that he is just told what to say and told what to do. I think a lot of the things that Trump does are not his idea. I think that we have been fooled into believing the character that he's played, but I think that that's all it is. I don't think he can even go outside of the script he's given. I think that he has been given not a script, but story beats. He's been given a mind map of how he has to act. I don't know. I have a lot of like very kind of out there conspiracies that I don't necessarily believe wholeheartedly, but I'm like, that's a possibility. That could for sure happen. They always have so much money. Wait, what is that in reference to? Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, I don't know. That's where influence comes from. Someone rich, famous, and popular is going to have the people's ear more than some dude in a suit. Well, dude, like, listen, just, what was it, 2 days ago, the executive order that just came out about Ibogaine, this is actually a huge breakthrough. This is a huge W for everybody. I think Trump did it basically for the purpose of looking good on the midterms, but it is a real W. Ibogaine has been talked about as a silver bullet cure for addiction, for PTSD, for treatment-resistant depression, and a couple of other things. Ibogaine is huge, and it has been a Schedule 1 in the United States, along with like heroin and other things. And right now, it's going to be going into like FDA trials. They're going to try to see about using it for mental health. And I think they declassified 2 other psychedelic. I know one of them was psilocybin. I don't know what the other one was, but that's huge. And that happened. The story of how that happened is that Joe Rogan just texted Trump about Ibogaine, and he was like, "Oh yeah, okay. Well, let's make it happen." I believe it. I think that might actually be how it went. What I don't understand though about the Ibogaine thing is that it could potentially be a huge blow to the pockets of big pharma. And I've always assumed that the government was kind of in bed with big pharma from the opioid crisis till now through like COVID. Yeah, we definitely need to make some real big strides in mental health. That is 100% for sure. Did your comment get deleted? I didn't delete any comments, so I don't know. And we don't have a moderator yet, so I think not. Wait, that's weird. The chat was set to like top chat instead of live chat. It was kind of odd. Hey, just real quick though, I do want to say I really appreciate you guys all for kicking it. Kind of a much smaller number of people than I thought would be here, but it's the first stream, so a lot of technical difficulties in the beginning. Not everybody wants to watch a game, but like Serial, Kendall, Castillo, Ricardo, Temptation, thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys kicking it. Just a PSA, never ever self-medicate with that. Wrong dose will stop your heart. Need to be managed by oh, Ibogaine? Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, Loan Ruiz, I didn't know you were in here. I've enjoyed the live. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I would, well, first of all, if I were to use Ibogaine, I would want to go, oh shit, we've been recording this whole time. That's going to be a big ass file. But I would go and like use it with like an actual shaman and like try to do like an Ibogaine ceremony type deal, kind of like similar to ayahuasca. Because I do think that psychedelics are huge for mental health. I was in probably the worst depression I'd ever been in my life. I hadn't left my apartment in 6 weeks, had not stepped outside in 6 weeks. And I flew out here to visit with my mom, and we went up to Big Trees, which is kind of by like Yellowstone National Park. And we got an Airbnb like up in the mountains, no cell service. And we took a huge dose of mushrooms and just hung out up in the mountains, in the woods. There was like a babbling brook, a stream right out front from our porch. You could hear it inside the house. Like, it was beautiful. I didn't have any kind of crazy trip. It was like the mildest mushroom trip I'd ever had. But when I went home after the few days that I was here, I was completely changed. I have not felt an ounce of depression since then. I've suffered with depression my whole life. I've been cured of depression since May 2nd of 2023. Like 2024. 24. Like 100% have not, it just went away. And it was either the mushrooms or I died in the plane, like on the way back. And I'm just in a different timeline where I never had depression, but I have, for some reason, have a memory of it from my last life. Those are the only two explanations I have. And to be honest with you, like, no bullshit, I believe both of them equally. I think either could be true. I do really kind of suspect that I may have died and shifted timelines. I've always wanted to try it, but I have very bad anxiety disorder and panic disorder. At this point, the only thing I feel like will help is something like that. I mean, honestly, I can't advise or promote you do anything that's illegal. So I won't. I have an irrational fear of trying drugs and it triggering some underlying schizophrenia or other mental disorder. I already struggle with depression, anxiety. I don't need anything else. I feel that 100%. I have plenty of friends that have felt that way. I get it. I totally get it. After high school, time feels like it's passing so fast. It scares me sometimes. That's normal. And unfortunately, the older you get, the faster time will go. Although, did you guys hear that there is a dam? I'm going to look this up. There is a dam that the Chinese built that is so big that it has caused the Earth to spin off of its axis a little bit. It's like so heavy. They've accumulated so much water at one point that it actually has messed up the weight of the world. I'm going to ask Claude if that really happened. Did China build a dam so big it affected the Earth's rotation? Wait, it is real. It's called the Three Gorges Dam. What? Hold on. That is crazy. Hold on. We're about to learn something here. I'm about to show you all this. Let's see. There we go. Boom. All right. Let's see. Three Gorges Dam. Whoa. Whoa. No, can you just show me the image? I hate this nonsense. Boom. That is a big dam. It's very large dam. Just take it day by day. That's all you can do, honestly. That is all anybody can do. You just keep putting one foot in front of the other. You just keep on moving. So, okay, can somebody explain this to me? You know what I think would be best is if a YouTuber explained it to me. Just kidding. The Three Gorges Dam has slightly slowed, hold up. Peep this, chat. Three Gorges Dam has slightly slowed the Earth's rotation by 0.06 microseconds due to the redistribution of water mass, which affects the planet's moment of inertia. So, like, what does that mean? NASA confirmed it. Oh, shit. 40 billion tons of water is so much water. Yo, you guys are hella young. Holy shit. It is a damn dam. So Earth's Earth's rotation is supposed to also accelerate? Where is it? Is that it? That's it right there. Down in that little valley. So then is the day going to get longer or shorter? It's going to shorten the length of the day. So wait, what? There was an earthquake in 2004 called the Sumatran earthquake that shifted enough mass to shorten the length of a day by 2.68 microseconds. Why am I never told these things, bro? Nobody's telling us these stuff. Of course time feels like it's flying by faster. I think days are getting shorter. Surprisingly, Earth's rotation speeds up in July and August. That's weird, dude. I don't like that too much. I don't know if I'm feeling that, you know? Seems like not a great thing. New idea, build a bunch of those kind of dams, prolong days slightly, and get rid of leap years. That's not actually that bad of a plan. Let me work on it. Let me cook. I'll get back to you. I don't think you're older until 40. I like to hear that because I'm 36 right now, and I can't help but feel like my life is almost over. But I agree. Oh my god, these dogs, dude. Can you guys hear that? Oh god. Robert. The boy dog barks with like the highest pitch. I always tell him that he's embarrassing me because he barks like a little girl. I pretend like Bob is my son and I'm like I'm a super straight dad, so I get upset with him when he acts like a girl. Bark deeper. It's my little fun game that I play. Same with my dad. Dog yapping it. Dude, I have 5 terriers and they be barking at ghosts. I swear. I'm 40 years old and felt like I'd never make 40. Yo, is it Pay Girl or Pie Girl? I don't want to mess it up. I'm assuming Pay. Speaking of dogs, check. I think we're good. Yeah, I gotta get a new mic. This, or at least like I don't know if it's the cord or the mic itself, but it's about time to upgrade. I'll probably upgrade next month. PEI for Prince Edward Island. Oh, okay. Yeah, PEI is like the east coast, right? There's actually a rapper that I really like from the east coast of Canada called Classified. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. It's pretty good MC, you know what I'm saying? Type shit. Another maple syrup in the chat. Shout out to the East Coast homies. East Coast, Beast Coast, right? I have an ancient dog that's 15, has health issues imaginable for years, still kicking. Yo, so Kendall, I just a couple of months ago buried my dog that I have had since I'm 36 now. I had her since I was 19. She was old as hell. And yeah, I just had to bury her a couple months ago, unfortunately. But she, like, thinking about how long I've had that dog, like, I had her since before I met my wife, before I got addicted, before I went to prison, before I went to culinary school. Like, had that dog hella long, bro. Yeah, poor little DP out for, you know what I'm saying? A little sticky floor action. Yeah, a little bit of a bummer. I grew up with mine. His name's Tucker. Yeah, she was a Jack Russell Terrier, and she was the weirdest dog I've ever owned. She was like a weird little rat dog, but I loved her. She had the craziest personality. Danny's getting jealous that I'm even talking about her. This dog legit follows me everywhere. She just wants to be by my side 24/7. It's great. Because you know what? These hoes ain't loyal out here, but this one is. I love her. Never play with any toys. His bark isn't really a bark. That is kind of weird. That is a bit odd. I kind of want to make another video about these missing scientists, but the problem is that I don't agree that like barely any of these are actually connected. I feel like there are three of these scientists that have disappeared that are actually like there's actually something going on. I think some of these mainstream media outlets are actually being paid to connect scientists that aren't related in order to obfuscate what's actually happening. Somebody called John Sayer in the chat, and he was also amazed. He was a maple syrupin. Wait, all Canadians are related? Oh, the scientists. Gotcha. I thought you were talking about Canadians. I think they are mostly related. All the ones that I've met know each other. One of my favorite things to do is to go on Twitter and like read some of the most ridiculous conspiracy junk. I really hate that they made Twitter like or X monetizable because people just post the most outlandish shit. Like if you guys follow me on TikTok or Instagram, you saw the video I did the other day where somebody was trying to say that the NASA astronaut was actually an extra in the Mad Max movie, but like they literally just have the same name. Like that's it. They look nothing alike. Flat Earthers kill me, bro. Of every theory, pick the most debunked one for real, and it's been debunked for so long. About how Norway doesn't exist? No, I have not. That's good. That's really good. You know what we could do is make a subreddit. Because here's what I'd really... So, like, for lives and stuff, what I would love to do is have a segment in the beginning where I like, live react to, like, user-submitted stuff that, like, you guys put somewhere that I can, like, react to. I tried to do it on TikTok. I created like a group chat and invited a bunch of people, and a bunch of people joined it, but then never posted to it. getting a ruler to measure the horizon. In World War II, I think people in Russia, I think, were trying to convince people that Norway didn't exist so they could make railroad systems for free, but feel free to fact check. Could also be done through Discord. Yeah, for sure. I did post the link. I don't know if any of you grabbed it. I'll post it again. If you guys do want to join the Discord, it is there. I do have a channel in the Discord for that, but none of the like 40 or so people that have joined have submitted anything. Makes me sad, but I don't want to be weird about it and be like, guys, what the hell? Submit things for me to look at. Because that's weird. And I have zero expectations. You guys like UFO videos? Because I've been super, super into UFO videos lately. And I've actually found some pretty, you know, the best videos that I'm seeing are actually coming out of like Portugal, in Australia. There have been some super weird ones. Yeah, post anything you want in the Discord, for sure. I don't give a shit. Yeah, check this one out. This one I saw, I think, earlier today. It's super weird. This thing just appears out of the sky, and it is super bright.
Ist das ein Raumschiff von der Army oder was?
No, it's not the army. Get out of town.
Ich weiß es nicht. Das ist irgendwas ganz, ganz Großes.
Es verschwindet, kommt wieder, verschwindet.
Flogen.
Verschwindet wieder.
Oma, schau her, weiter oben auch noch.
It does sound German. Wait, why are these Germans in South America? It's a bit fishy.
Es hat doch ganz laut Geräusch, hörst du das? Hier ist sie weg.
And then it's gone.
Seht ihr das?
I'd love to know what they're saying.
Da ist es wieder hinten.
Personally, I don't believe in aliens, but the video is really cool. So, that's interesting. That's actually very interesting. Why not? Would you care to share? With the way AI is going, I have trust issues with everything. That's fair. That's very fair. But I have seen some pretty weird stuff happening lately that absolutely cannot be explained. The skies are getting... Are these the World War II Germans that came to Brazil? I'm not sure. I don't understand. Okay. How are we still getting potato ass footage in the year of our Lord 2026? What even is this? What exactly am I looking at here? Did you invent a phone all by yourself in order to take this picture? How does this picture come into existence? It does look kind of like a craft, but then it starts to not look like a craft. Like you can kind of, your brain does this thing called pareidolia or something, pareidolia, where you will see faces and objects in static, in chaos for long enough if you look. Okay. Homeboy's never seen clouds before. I mean, they're cool looking clouds, but they're literally just clouds. I do think it would be pretty smart to hide in clouds. But whoa. I also just don't know that an alien ship would have that many, what did I even do? No! How did I get here? Hello? That was odd. Okay. Browser just decided we were done. The
What the fuck?
whoa.
What the fuck is that?
That's what I'd like to know. Why isn't it showing up?
Am I losing my goddamn mind? What the fuck is that?
There we go. There's the other one. Sick. They both exist now. That's awesome. Why is everybody that records not able to... So look at this thing that this guy records. It like... It's this thing right here. It's definitely not a balloon, but I'm not sure what it is. Like,
What the fuck is that?
it looks kind of like a hot air balloon, but super tiny. Yo, have a good night, Ducky. Stan Romanek? I don't know that I do, no. I think if aliens are real, then they would be light beings or something. When I was into UFO stuff, I was obsessed with Stan Romanek's story. I may know him, but guy filming sucks. Yeah, he does. It looks like it almost changes color. Like, yeah, it gets all bright. What the fuck is that? Wait, what? It must have been illuminated by the light or something. Yeah, the guy filming is doing a terrible
What the
job.
fuck?
It's spinning. It looks like it's spinning. Here's the thing, when maybe a homemade hot air balloon with some burning stuff at the bottom. Yeah, maybe. Drones do be tricking people. Drones for sure do. I believe in them because people said they were abducted by them. Maybe. It's a fancy drone, or at least that's how I try to rationalize it. Here's the thing. So, whenever I see these super weird these videos of like an object behaving weirdly, like morphing or seeming to like shrink and get bigger, I think about this video that I saw on 4-dimensional objects, and how if you were in a 2-dimensional world and you saw a sphere be thrown from behind you to in front, because that's not a dimension in 2 dimensions, you have left, right, up, down. If a sphere came through, you would see a tiny circle become a bigger circle, go back to a tiny circle. That's just how you would experience the different dimension, right? So existing in a 3-dimension, if a 4-dimensional being or ship or whatever came through our dimension, we would see it as like a weird morphing shape. So anytime I see something like that, I'm like, oh shit, is that an interdimensional being? Could it be? But it could also just be a drone with like a trash bag on it, you know, who knows? Oh my God, literally, this tweet right here is talking about exactly what I just said about so recently there was this like starfish, they're calling it a chandelier UAP, and I think this is the AI enhanced version of it, or maybe it's the real version, I don't know. But they're saying that it might be an interdimensional shape, something more similar to like a 4D shape. I mean, and the tweet goes on to literally explain the exact same thing that I kind of just laid out. I think that is, if anything, that's like the most plausible explanation for most of the like actually compelling UFOs. AI really has put kind of a wrench in all of this kind of like UAP and UFO. Okay, I don't need to hear you blowing into your mic, sir. All of the like UAP and UFO research, and honestly paranormal research as well, has been very invariably tainted by AI, because it's just impossible to trust your eyes now. That whole abduction craze from the 50s and 60s makes not really believe people that say it happened to them. Yeah, it's kind of, you know, that really reminds me of then the satanic panic from the 80s and 90s, where everybody was convinced that there were ritual abductions. But now with the Epstein files coming out, you have to kind of wonder, well, was that real? Like, but people made a lot of money off of the satanic panic. So it kind of makes it shaky. That's the other problem. Like with the Epstein files coming out. Whoa, what? Is that actually a TR-3B? Yo, what? Okay, that's fake. There's no way that's real. That's fake. That's very clearly AI. Right? Like, it has to be. You guys can't even see it properly, I'm sorry. Bro, there's no way this is a real video. There's just no way this is a real video. Look at this. There's no way this is real. No way. They jumped the shark with the beam. Had they not done the beam, I maybe would have believed it, but... Hello? Why did that? I don't know how that got turned down. Lo siento, Temptation. Lo siento. Why would they take time of their lives to make some dog shit like that? I have no idea. I have no idea. Oh, check it out. I actually just got this. Well, so some lore that you guys may not know is before I went to culinary school, I was going to school for studio recording and like sound engineering. And it's been a long while since I made any music, but I just got this MPK recently and started messing around in FL Studio again. So I think I'm about to be doing making some music. Maybe do some music making streams. Might be low key kind of chill. Whoa. That's a big tornado. You know, when I was a kid, you know, when I was a kid, I was absolutely obsessed with tornadoes. I read every single book our local library had on tornadoes. What kind of music? A lot of hip hop, EDM, dance, house, dubstep, experimental, electronica, jungle, all types of stuff, honestly. Anything electronica, really. None of this is about UAPs. Dude, I was watching some videos that they took with Artemis, and I gotta tell you, the moon is crazy. The fact that it's just up there in nothing. There's just a giant rock right up there. And it's just there. Everything. When you start to think about space, like stuff is just, it just exists in the spot. And it's just, none of it makes sense, dude. Space isn't real. I get why people think space isn't real, because it really is very hard to comprehend. To like whenever I start to wrap my brain around it, it feels like my brain is gonna goop out of my ears. Like it's very hard to comprehend. So I get it. It's easier to just convince yourself that it's not real than to try to actually comprehend how small we are and how much nothing is out there. Do you believe they went to space? I think it's all fake. I seen a guy on TikTok and I think he was right. Green screen. No, I think they went. There are way too many videos and photos of the launch. I don't think it would make sense to make a rocket that can like pretend to go to the moon and not just make one that could go to the moon. And also, like, I mean, it makes the science behind going to space makes plenty of sense. You just have to make a rocket that is powerful enough to get there. Yeah, I definitely think we went. What time is it in Cali? It is 8:35 p.m. Yo, for sure, Ricardo. I am really thankful that you stayed to kick it, man. Have yourself a good night. Get some good rest. I will be back on tomorrow. Tomorrow night, around the same time, between 5:30 and 6, will be my typical time. And actually, I'm probably gonna call it for the night as well. I had a really great time hanging out with you guys. I really appreciate you. You can be proud in knowing that you guys were the first cold ass riders that hung out with me all night for my very first stream. Many more to come. But yeah, I'm gonna peace out too. Looks like you guys are all, it's all getting pretty late for you as well, so why don't we all call it a night, huh? Had a great time. Like I said, I'll be back on tomorrow. Got some editing to do during the day. Olivia's actually going to visit her best friend and go back to Illinois to visit for a week. So I got nothing to do but make content and stream. So gonna figure out some cool shit to stream for the next week. And yeah, we'll see ya. Thanks again.